Okay. So the title of the post is, "Am I wrong for refusing to pay my friend back for a concert ticket I couldn't use?" Now, just from that sounds kind of jerky.
That's not my problem. I paid you $80. You're out nothing. You're out nothing. You bought the ticket. I paid you back. That means you spent $0 for my ticket. The fact that you couldn't recoup more money because I couldn't go is not my problem. I'm going to pay you because I don't want to make it awkward for the rest of our friends, but we not cool no more.
This is an Unsolicited Perspectives YouTube exclusive.
Jay, went to Reddit again, found something interesting. At first, I didn't quite understand it, what the situation was from this Reddit post, "Am I the jerk?" But then as I started thinking about it, I think I got it. I'm going to read it to you, and you tell me if you immediately get it or if you had to think about it real fast. Okay? So the title of the post is, "Am I wrong for refusing to pay my friend back for a concert ticket I couldn't use?" Now, just from that sounds kind of jerky.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, well, let's hear what this person had to say. "My friend bought us tickets to a concert 4 months ago in advance, $80 each. I paid her back immediately. Concert was last night. Yesterday afternoon, I got a call into emergency shift at the hospital. I'm a nurse. I texted her right away. She was understanding at first. Then today she texts asking for her $80 back. I said, 'What? I paid for my ticket.' She says, 'Yeah, but since I didn't go, she's out $80. I said, 'That's not how tickets work. I paid for mine and you got your money.' She couldn't resell it on such short notice. She said I'd given more notice. She could have found someone. I said it was an emergency shift. I found out 3 hours before. She's insisting I owe her because my last minute cancellation cost her money, but I already paid for the ticket. She says a real friend would reimburse her for the financial loss. I said a real friend would understand I had a work emergency. I offered to go to the next concert with her, but she says that doesn't fix the situation. She's being really cold now, and our group chat is awkward. Some friends think I should just pay to keep peace, but I already paid for my ticket. Why do I owe her more? Am I the jerk?" All right, so you got that confusion. And so I started...
No, I'm confused by the friend because she's tripping. I get the situation. She's like, hey, either you go and we're square, or you can't go and I could have got another $80. But since you didn't go, I missed out on that additional $80 because it was short notice because I couldn't sell the ticket again. That's not my problem. I paid you $80. You're out nothing. You bought the ticket. I paid you back. That means you spent $0 for my ticket because I paid you back already. The fact that you couldn't recoup more money because I couldn't go is not my problem. Get out my face. The next text you're going to receive is Jay has left the group chat. Because you're tripping. Like, so you want to double dip and that's my responsibility? Friend, no.
Okay.
You're bugging.
Okay, so I didn't even think of it from that perspective. That you introduced a new perspective for me. And also proves that you live in Atlanta, the home of the scammers, because I would have never even thought of that. I thought she felt that she was out of the $80 because they were going to go together. And since her friend couldn't go, she didn't go to the concert because she didn't want to go by herself. So she was out of it. We don't know that.
She's mad she couldn't resell the ticket. She didn't have enough notice.
She didn't say that though. She just said she was out of 80.
No, she asked her if you had given me more notice, I could have sold the ticket. That's what she told her.
Meaning that she could have had somebody else to go with. I think she didn't want to go by herself. It's amazing the different perspectives that we both have on Unsolicited Perspective podcast of this situation. Because you live in the home of the scammers, you're thinking that she feels like she's out of $80 because she couldn't resell the ticket. Not resell the ticket to get the $80 back to pay back her friend, but to pocket $80. And I'm thinking
Right.
they were supposed to go together. Her friend couldn't go. So she decided that she couldn't go to the concert by herself. And that made her out of $80. And she wants her friend to pay her the additional $80 that she lost out on because she couldn't go to the concert.
Okay, I mean, that seems more sane, but you gotta
Right.
understand, like, I've been living in Atlanta for a while, and to me, what that would traditionally mean is, like, I'm still gonna go to the concert. Like, I'm still gonna go,
Right.
but I could have sold that ticket.
Wait a minute. Is that Atlanta or is that you?
I mean, I think it's a little from column A and a little from column B, but I don't know that that's really neither here nor there. My point is, no, I don't owe you $80. Like, it was what if I got hit by a bus?
Right.
You know, this was a work emergency. You know, I work, this person is a healthcare worker.
I see you, nurse.
Yeah, you know, I work in healthcare. This was an emergency. Could have been anything that they needed to bring in more staff. It could have been some tragedy. We don't know.
Mhm.
Like, just because I'm still gonna go to this concert. Like,
some women,
but
I can understand some women not wanting to go to a concert by themselves.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. Okay, so she want her to pay her for her ticket.
I mean, that's another way of looking at it. I told you this post kind of confused me, but I thought it brought up an interesting conversation because, one, I never even thought of the perspective that you brought up, which is also interesting. But I was just like, okay, so if it's my perspective, does her friend even owe her the $80? And I'm like, I don't really think the friend owes the $80. We both spent $80. We both out of $80.
Right.
We both
We're
out of the
both
money.
out of 80. Yes, we're both out.
The difference is, in my scenario, one was no choice, one was by choice. In my scenario, it was the person just didn't want to go by themselves. Well, you could have gone.
You could have gone.
You could have gone. So you don't necessarily have to be out of the $80. The other person is out of the $80. And by the way, the fact that she paid you immediately, because that's another thing. Sometimes friends and be like, hey, you were supposed to Apple Pay me.
Yeah.
For these tickets.
I didn't get it.
All right? I didn't get it. And then you got to chase them around for a little $80 and you be like, you worried about the little $80? You need it that bad? Look, hey, don't do that to me. All right? You owe me some money.
Yeah.
Here's your little funky $80. Don't do that either.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Because we can get the scrapping up in here.
Yeah.
I don't think this young lady,
because it wasn't funky when you needed it.
Right. Now all of a sudden, I want it back. Now it's funky. I don't think this young lady is a jerk. Man, I feel bad for you. Hey, look, friendships is hard because people be having their own personalities and things that they do.
Yeah.
And you be like,
but in your scenario, I mean, if it's your scenario, which probably is the more likely scenario than my scamming scenario,
that's I didn't even think about that.
She could give her the 80. She could. Would she be a jerk not doing it? No, because it was something unavoidable. Like, and this whole argument, if you could have given her more notice, she could have found somebody else to go with her. Like, that's not. You weren't in a position to do that. So no, you're not the jerk if you don't pay her. If you do want to, just know that you gonna pay her, and like that's honestly the end of it for me. Like, don't ask me for nothing. We're not hanging out no more. Like, I'm gonna pay you because I don't want to make it awkward for the rest of our friends, but we not cool no more.
Are you gonna still exit the group chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're not cool anymore.
That's gonna make it awkward for the friends. So no matter what,
she made it awkward by not just respecting the fact that my job required me to miss this concert. Yeah. And I apologize. I let you know as soon as I could. And you don't have a party friend on standby. That's usually like, you can hit them up and they be like, ooh, a concert? Yeah, girl, let me just get you. You don't have that friend on standby?
I mean, personally, I don't have that.
Well,
my friends, My friends kind of don't mess with me because I be so aloof with making plans with them. So, but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Was she the jerk? What do you think is the scenario? Jay's scamming scenario or my scenario where she just decided not to go? Leave a comment down in the comment section and we're going to get at you.
Join the conversation and follow the Unsolicited Perspectives podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your audio podcasts.